One great example among many is John MacArthur, one of the most prolific pastors in the white evangelical space. A couple years ago, the story broke that John MacArthur protected not one, but two different men on his staff who their own children. When John MacArthur died last year, people like Ali Stuckey, Al Mohler, other evangelical leaders praised him as a good, faithful gospel preacher. Robert Morris, who a 12-year-old when he was in his 20s. He kept the story quiet for decades, becoming the pastor of the largest evangelical church in America. He was also on Donald Trump's spiritual advisory team. He was indicted on charges of lewd acts with a child and convicted. Brian Houston, who's the founding pastor of Hillsong, arguably the biggest evangelical megachurch structure maybe in the entire world. Their music is sung by hundreds of thousands of churches. They reach millions of people. Well, he ended up in another woman's hotel room, intoxicated, and that story was suppressed for years. Brian was also accused of covering up his father's own of children, but was later acquitted of those charges in court. There's also Carl Lentz, who had an affair while preaching purity culture from the pulpit. He created a toxic culture at Hillsong, New York City, where volunteers were exploited, church funds were spent on lavish gifts, and he was also accused of Carl is now doing podcast interviews, and he's back in the public spotlight. MAGA and the white evangelical complex that fuels it are unredeemable systems because they are operating exactly as intended. This is the fruit of white Christian nationalism. This is not a bug. This is a feature. It's ugly. It's abusive. It's harmful. And the sooner America sees it clearly, the sooner it can be dismantled. This is the reality of the situation that we are living in, folks. Different denominations, same pattern. Charismatic, powerful, untouchable leaders until they're not. And even then, many of them are often quietly restored to ministry. Look up the story of Mike Bickle. There are so many examples I could give over and over and over again. White evangelicalism has demonstrated time and time again that the systems and institutions they built are designed to protect the men in power. Are you shocked that they're protecting Trump? Does that blow your mind at all now, given this kind of information?